Hey bro, is you serious? I mean, nah, I'm about to dip. I just got the chair, cuz. Come on, man. Alright. I mean, I hate to have to do it to him. Now I gotta do it to him. Hey, yo, don't blame me. Shit. It's your fault.
Okay. You know what I mean? What's really good? Huh? Shout out Barber here. This is Cash or Trash. And I have a very nice video. It's a high top. I'm from the high top era, right? From my man, by people over there, Faded Culture. You know what I mean? I don't know too much about these individuals. I'm getting to know these barbers just like you are. So what we're gonna do is we're not gonna take too much time. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna judge this cut. We're gonna look at it, see what we can learn, or if we could teach something on this episode of Cash or Trash. High top fades. I like fades, and it's the Faded Culture. And we the culture of fades. I feel like it's time for us to get started.
Seems like it hurts, it don't hurt, boy.
I feel like it's hurting you.
Yeah, picking the hair out.
What's going on, Faded Culture? My name is Sergio Barron, and we are back with another haircut tutorial. Today I got my boy Sydney here on the.
We got ourselves a
and
Latino.
I'm gonna show y'all step by step how to do a mid-skin fade with a flat top. I hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like it.
Ooh, did y'all see that fade?
Whatever y'all did or didn't like about the video. But with that,
I personally don't like to see the finished product in the beginning. I want to be shocked. I want to be surprised. But I was surprised about that. So now I'm more intrigued. Like, I don't really like seeing the finished product. Usually when I see a video where they show like the ending or what they think is the good part, I usually cut the video off once we get to that part because I've seen it already. So I really don't care what happens after that. But this is Cash or Trash. So we're going to go through it. Let's go.
right into this tutorial.
Ooh, that's a lot of hair. That's a lot of hair.
All right, guys. So first, I'm gonna start by.
And he got a look.
A lot of this unwanted
he got to give me a high top look.
Better see where we will be setting in our guidelines. I am gonna be using my Wall Seniors, and by the way, y'all can go ahead and use Faded 10 at wall.com to get 10% off on any Wall purchases that y'all do at wall.com. I said that twice, but whatever.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna go ahead and use the 1.5 clip, and I'm gonna open the lever all the.
I am a Wall guy. I am a Wall guy. If anything ever goes wrong with my clippers and I just get tired of dealing with other brands, Wall will be has always been my default brand. I used to be a Masters and this Masters guy, but the Masters seem to have lost power over the time and Wall just kind of like stayed consistent. So I'm more of a Wall guy with the cutting clippers.
On that clipper, I'm gonna start.
Okay, you're gonna start with level open 1.5. What are you gonna do? You gonna go with the grain or against the grain?
Written format down in the description for y'all that like to check it out.
Against
and
the
we
grain.
also have links to all the tools and products that we use as well.
See, I would have took what I would have done in this right here, the situation. I mean, of course, this is his technique and his style, right? But what I would have done is I would have took like a bigger guard, like a 3 or a 2, and I would have went with the grain and knocked the bulk down. That way I could see a little clearer. So it's kind of like being able to zoom out from the haircut and getting a clear picture of where you want to go with the haircut. So I would usually go with a bigger guard to knock the bulk down, go with the grain, knock the bulk down before I go with this step here.
Go ahead and check that out if y'all like. But like I said, guys, all we doing here is just debulking, getting rid of a lot of this excess hair so that we can make way and it'll be easier for us to see our guidelines when we come in to
And if you notice, he's already shaping it. If y'all notice, he already shaping it. The only thing I don't like is that he does not have a comb. That's the only thing I don't like. Where's your comb?
And I'm gonna place this guideline a little bit right above the temple peak area. And then I'm gonna just make sure that it slants as I reach the back to create that little drop fade effect. And then just make sure that that guideline.
He said his name. I forgot his name,
on the
man.
opposite side. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and grab that number 1 guard, lever fully open still for the next guideline, coming up about a finger length or about a ½ inch in space.
Barbers always leave that hair
and then
right
just
there.
make
It's
sure
funny.
that line runs parallel to that previous line so that your fade is consistent. For reference, you can see here how much up and down I'm going in space.
Yeah. Oh, he got his editing on point. Ah, you brush, you broomer.
1.5 clip, lever fully open, and I'm not
He's a broomer.
about setting in another guideline.
You need a comb, people. You need a comb for a cut. When you're doing a fade, stand the hair up, allow the hair that needs to be cut, get cut, if that makes any sense. There's hair that need to be cut that you won't be able to cut if you brush the hair down because it's going to lay down. Use a comb to stand the hair up.
Connect the side length to the top. As you see here, I'm using C-scoop motions just so that I don't cut up too much hair from the top. And I'm trying to sculpt out basically the sides so that they're a straight surface, if that makes sense. So yeah, but I'm only
he's fading
going
up
and down in space about 1/4 inch.
It's fading
Next, I'm gonna go
up.
ahead and use the number 2 guard, still keeping that lever fully open and doing the exact same process that we did previously. Here you can see that I'm using a comb for reference just to kind of show me the direction that I want to come up with this guard.
Oh, wow.
As you know that we are trying to create a
Look at
flat
this.
top surface, so
Comb the
we're just
hair.
trying to sculpt that
It's hard to
out.
do this
So
when
with
you
this guard, just finish connecting the
cutting
side length to the
and
top.
recording,
All
but
right,
he
guys,
got
so
a
now we
camera
have
set up.
this line right here.
He got his black gloves on, baggy
I'm gonna
black
start with
gloves.
that half guard, and I'm gonna position the lever at 3/4. And for those that don't know what the lever at 3/4 is, it's basically just a spot right in between the lever being fully open and halfway open. So just find that middle ground in between those two spots, and that's gonna be your 3/4 spot. And we're just gonna start by blending out just the beginning part.
3/4.
Of
They're
this
making
line.
it
So I'm
making
only
it
moving up about
complicated.
1/4 inch up and down.
It's making
at
it
a time
complicated.
until you start seeing that line being blended out. And you're just gonna repeat this process until you have finished blending out most of that beginning of that guideline. And like I said, we're only moving up and down about 1/4 inch in space, trying to soften out to finish blending it out. So like I said here, you'll be able to see some darker areas that were left behind. For that, we're gonna use the number 1
Use
bar,
your
still
comb.
keeping that lever in that 3/4 position, and we're gonna
That's
use
not
that
things
bar
left
to
behind.
finish
That's the
taking
lack
out
of you
the
using
rest
your
of this
comb.
guideline. So just using soft strokes and using more so
Soft
the corner
strokes is
of the
crazy.
clipper. As you see, I have it here more in an angled position. That's gonna help me get in there in a more detailed fashion so I can blend out this guideline as smooth as possible.
Where's your comb, buddy?
And then once you're done blending out that guideline, we can go ahead and proceed by setting in our next guideline.
This is
I'ma set it
frustrating
right
to a guy
here
like me.
about right on top of where the bottom hair was.
Guy
left.
like me, this is frustrating.
And with this guideline, I'm setting it in with my trimmer so
With
it
the
can be
babyless?
as bald as possible. Well, not as bald as possible because we're gonna still come back in with the shaver.
Doing the video and having a deal with Wall, but using babyless in the video where you, okay, that was
I'm gonna go ahead and just focus on blending out this guideline a small section at a time,
Okay.
starting from right here with the clipper lever closed.
Seniors.
And I'm only working about 1/4 inch in space.
There's some
again,
good clippers,
so
y'all.
that we don't blend out too much. And then when I'm done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and open the lever to the halfway spot, continue blending. And as you come higher, guys, you're gonna notice that line already starting to be blended out. By the time you get to the lever
See, that's where you
all
need
the
that-
way
that,
open, it should be
0.5
real
guard
minimal
at
what you're
right now.
taking out, and you're just kind of
Where's your
fine-tuning
comb?
the rest of the fade. And then you're just
Look
gonna
at
repeat
this.
that
All of this right
process
here.
along that line
All of
until
that.
line
Comb
is
it out.
completely blended out. Again, guys, just starting with the clipper lever closed, then you open it halfway, and then you open it
I got a feeling he's going to spray this haircut.
away until that line is as blended out as smoothly as possible.
I got a feeling this haircut will get sprayed. Where your glove at? What, I thought you had. I took one of them off.
And just so y'all know, guys, all my tools are zero gapped, meaning they do cut as bald as possible. I do have a video down in the description if y'all like to check it out, so y'all can adjust y'all's tools to cut like mine.
I do like the zero gap all my cutting
And
clippers
also, guys,
as
thank
well.
y'all so much for everyone that's been visiting our website at betaculture.com and it's been buying and showing us a ton of love. That just influenced us to keep making these videos and then just kind of keep pushing us to keep helping out the community.
Keep pushing us to help, to keep
But here
helping
we're
out the
pretty
community.
much done with blending out that guideline. Next, I'm gonna come in with the half guard lever at 3/4, and this is called the touch-up work. I'm just looking for any little inconsistencies in
All the
fade,
inconsistencies
little dark
is the
spots,
fact that you
kinda
don't have a
pinpointing them
comb.
out and blending them out, just to get the
Told
fade
you he's gonna blend
just
it
as
out.
smooth as possible.
Comb
And after
work.
we're done with the little touch-up
Comb
work, we're
work.
gonna come in and use our trimmers to take out
Comb
the rest
work.
of the bottom of the
Comb
hair to
work.
prepare it for our shaver. And now with the shaver, just
What we say about that shaver, y'all? Be careful. Be careful with that shaver on them dark colored people. Be careful.
Go ahead and just shape up whatever you took out with that trimmer, just
especially
so that
on that neck,
as broad as possible. And if you feel you left some hard lines in that fade with that shaver, just come back in with your trimmer and quickly blend them out. And if you feel like you still need to be doing touch-up work here and there as you work through this process, go ahead and come back with your clipper and do so. Don't feel discouraged to do that.
It's all detail work right here.
And here I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of box out the front area just so that we can prepare it to set in our edge up. On the edge up, guys, I always take a step back from the middle, get a good broad look of the forehead area.
Step back from the haircut to look.
I want my line to be. So I start from the middle and move my way off
Fade look
to
good.
one
He worked
side,
it out.
create that box, and then just work back to the other side to create that line to go across as straight as possible.
He worked it out.
Just detail it till you get it as clean as possible. So now that we're done with the fade, I'm
going to
look good my Turkish razor so I can start shaving it. And I like to snap off these edges on the side, and you just insert it right there. It has like a little gap right there in the front of the Turkish razor, and that's where you just insert the blade at your preferred exposure. I can find this razor holder and the blade that fade.
That's too that right there. That's too many room. That's too my fault. Let me get it out. That's too much room for error for me. I don't got time to be trying to toy with no razors like that. That's too much room for error. I'm gonna stick with the blade I got. That yeah, I ain't here for that. That's crazy.
And apply a little bit of shaving gel throughout all the areas that I am gonna be shaving.
He gave him that.
And this is always just gonna help with
moon
any
hairline.
kind of skin irritation, so you don't get that razor burn, and it just helps that hair slide off a lot easier than when you're dry shaving.
Yeah. That's
and here
not
I
dry
always
shaving.
use my opposite hand to tug on the skin to create that tension to better help that blade slide easier.
It's not dry shaving if you have a gel on it.
Next, I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning out his goatee area by trimming just the mustache area with the one guard lever open. Then coming in with my trimmers and just box that up as clean as possible. Get those hairs that hang over the lip. Then just kind of line up the top of the lip.
Them lines is hitting though.
Prepare that hairline for that straight razor.
Line is hitting.
He also likes to take away the hair that's under his lip right here, just to create a straight square right under it. And I won't shave the bottom of his neck area just because he does get ingrown hairs in that area.
Right.
This tends to happen with a lot of people that have curly hair. So always
dark color people
with your client and make sure they can school you on that. Make sure that, you know, if they know they're prone to getting ingrown hairs, just have them let you know from the get-go. That way you're not there shaving that area so that they don't get all these ingrown hairs when that hair starts to grow back out.
Oh, for sure.
And then when you're shaving with your straight razor in detail areas like this, guys, make sure you have your clients help you by telling them to kind of use their tongue to push out certain the skin to help you get in there in those small areas.
I don't like that. That part that he just said, having your clients help you. Me personally, I tell my clients, stay still. When they start doing all this, I stop cutting. I be like, are you okay? Just let me know when you're ready. Because I don't want you to, I didn't ask you to do all this. Because that gives me a false sense of what your face look like. Because this is how I want you to be. That's how I want you to be when I cut your hair. Because when you stay like this, when you minding your business, when you in thought, when you just zoned out, this is what you will look like. And at this point, I want you to look your best right here. Not when you're trying to look good. Not when you're trying to be seen. Not when you know people are watching. When you think people are not watching, this is what I want you to look like. So when you look like that, and that's how you look in the chair, I can go off of that versus having you do all of these extra movements. I don't want that. Don't move. Stay still. Stay still.
This part is optional,
but some barbers like that. That's his process. Me personally, don't move.
Parts of water with hair dye and
did I tell y'all he was going to spray this haircut up? Did I tell y'all that? How much of this spray do you think got into this fade right here? How much of this spray do you think got into this fade?
Compressor gun, and then just lightly apply them on there.
Just to make the fade look that much cleaner.
Like I said, guys, down in the description. All right, guys, so we're pretty much done with the fade and the facial hair. So now what I'm gonna do is really pick the hair out as much as possible. That way we can start sculpting it into that box shape that we're looking for.
That line look good though.
For this, you will need a steady.
See, I would have.
So if you're not
with that blade right there that he got on here. Now this is barber talk right here. I would have used the aftermarket blade. This is the blade This blade that he has on these clippers are the blades that come with these clippers. Anytime I got wall, this is one thing that I always do. I change the blade immediately. I immediately change the blade. I hate wall original blades. I don't like them. I go and when I buy a pair of walls, I buy a pair of aftermarket blades too, because I cannot stand those blades. It's too thick right here. So you really can't get that cut that you're looking for. No, can't do it.
In the beginning, doing so, just take your time, maybe practice with the clipper alone, maybe go outside, practice on your grass, lay on the floor, do whatever you gotta do to build that steady hand.
He sprayed up in there.
And when you're ready, come back in and, you know, take your time.
Lee, man.
Sculpting out the shape of
Faded culture.
So it's gonna be flat on top and flat on the sides. Y'all can even practice like Edward.
I wish you would have gave us a spin without the spray before.
Y'all are into.
I know it's this all spray.
Alright guys, so if y'all made it to the end of the video, I'm gonna do another giveaway. I'm gonna start trying to do a giveaway every video, so make sure y'all pay attention, because sometimes we'll just mention it throughout the video, sometimes at the end, sometimes in the beginning, so just so we know y'all paying attention. But I'm gonna go ahead and give away one of these hats, because Cindy said he liked this hat, so I'm gonna give him one, and I'm gonna give one of y'all viewers one. So yeah, go to the Instagram, the Faded Culture Instagram, which is Faded Culture _
When I'm looking at this gentleman's hair, right? I'm looking at his hair, and I'm seeing things on his hair, like right here, that's not touched up, and right here, that's not touched up. On different videos, right, you could see how clean or how much detail the barber put into shaping the hair. Because see, that's when you have a cut so unique like this, you want to be able to, you know, put that time in, like right here, all up in this part right here. You see how this kind of droops in right here, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll see this right here. It's like this is straight right here. This is round right here. You still got work right here. It didn't use a comb, so I expect this part. You know, it looks good, but we got our barber eyes on, right? We got our barber eyes on. It looked good, but Faded Culture, I'm giving this cut trash. This cut is trash, man. I can't stand next to this, man. Look at that. I can't stand with this, man. Nah, this cut trash. I'm Shot Barber. This cast is trash. And what's the difference between a good haircut and a bad haircut? 2 weeks, man. I'm out of here. Faded Culture. I'm sorry, bro. I can't do it. You the man, though. You the man. It looked good, but it just ain't really, you know what I'm saying? It ain't really hitting. It ain't really hitting the way it's supposed to be hitting. And it's like it could be better. It could be a lot better. It could be a lot better. I'm looking at it. It could be a lot better. But this right here is not it. No. I'm sorry. No. Sorry. No. Matter of fact, I'm not sorry. I'm out.